Guys, an American record in the pole vault was broken last weekend. In a cave. That's what this vlog's all about. Welcome to the pole vault vlog, where we talk everything pole vaulting. Gonna keep it simple today. Like these videos if you like them, which makes sense. Subscribe if you want more of these videos. And if you liked it, you should probably subscribe because it means you liked it and you want more of these dogs are barking. Guys, if you need track and field equipment, poles, bags, pits, poles, go to vsathletics.com. If you guys need some way to carry those pole vault poles you just bought from VS Athletics, they also sell a pretty slick rock back pole bag by Bruce Caldwell. Use these codes and you'll save a bunch of monies. I'm gonna shut my door. This past weekend, I went to the Battle of the Underground. Didn't know what to expect, and it was one of the coolest events I've ever been in. Look at some of this cool swag I got. You put these on your shoes. Looks like little light up shoelaces. He gave me 2 pairs. Either it's one for each shoe or I gotta give one to Carrie. Also, we got these cool shirts. Pretty nice, huh? They also gave me this little cool bag.
Pole vault is awesome. Meow, 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 meow.
I was so into the cave that Andrew's dad gave me some cave to bring home. So before I go any further, here is just a little wrap up of the event and how cool it was. And then I'll share my 2 cents on it.
Take your chance, prove yourself. Oh yeah,
Here's kind of how it went down. The Motley Crue Pole Vault Club had this crazy idea. All they wanted to do...
We just do it for the kids mostly. To expose them to the elite athletes who they don't get to see except when they're on YouTube.
So, Battle of the Underground was created. They tried to figure out the lights. They figured out how to get the right officials. They figured out how to get a level runway. They figured out how to get elite pole vaulters. They got a few sponsors like Richie Athletics. They figured out insurance and live feeds. And then they were figuring out how to promote the event. And as you can see from the video I made earlier, they pulled it off. It was spectacular. It was unique. And they did exactly what they set out to do. They created an opportunity where young kids can hang out with elite pole vaulters. Shout out to your girlfriend or something?
I don't have a girlfriend.
Oh, he's single, ladies.
Single ladies.
Ladies.
Koi Kwan. Hit me up on Instagram.
And it provided them with an experience that only a handful of people who have ever had or will ever get to have. What about you? You got ladies?
I do not have ladies.
Oh, he's single too, guys.
Gavin Midget, GAV.YN.
What kind of ladies do you like?
All of them.
ladies.
All of the single ladies.
And as I got there, I saw the look on their face. I've seen it before. I've seen it a million times with these people putting on these meets. They were running on 2 to 0 hours of sleep. The week before the event was even supposed to happen, the cave was flooded.
Because we went through 2 floods this year. Well, one this year, one before.
And they didn't know if all this work they did prior to this was all going to be for nothing. But as the last jumper landed in the pit and the meet was over, they were all smiling. Big sigh of relief. Because they did it. It was a success. It was, like I said before, it was spectacular. It was one of the coolest pole vault competitions and events that I have ever been to, and it made me want to put my spikes back on and start jumping again. And the hardest part for me was, as we were leaving, I was told that this was the last cave vault that they were going to do. I'm not going to lie, I was disappointed, but I understand the work-reward ratio. I understand how hard that is. So if you think the cave vault should keep going, if you think this would be something you would want to do, I would reach out to them, reach out and say, that is the coolest thing, and I want to be a part of it. And let them know that you'd want to help. Because if you're someone who likes to cross cool places to pole vault off of their list, jumping in a cave and underground is probably one of the coolest things you will ever do, and it's going to be one of the hardest events to cross off your list. Go contact motleycrewvaultclub.com. Do it, guys. I know this should probably be the end of me talking about how cool a cave, but here's a couple other things I would like to say. The cave is sweet. They told me how much a cave costs, and they said a guy bought it for $100,000. What? I talked to Carrie, and I told her, hey, instead of a house, let's get a cave, and she said no. Damn it.
Wait, this is for your future girlfriend. Guys, she's hilarious too. Tell us your joke you just told us.
What do you call a cow with no legs?
Ground beef.
Oh!
But it had 2 movie screens. It had underground kayaking.
Who's this?
I already did, but
It's Casey. Casey.
I'm Kyle.
You got any jokes?
They had underground disc golf and a stage for concerts and a bar for people to get drinks to come back to the concert or just get drinks and have some fun on their own. An airsoft course. They were talking about building a skate park in there. Year-round pole vaulting.
What do you say when you see a spaceman?
I don't know.
Parkman.
I don't have any jokes.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
All right, cool.
I'd also like to thank them because it was my first time ever. All right, so here's what's going on. I'm about ready to announce the elite group of the pole vault, and I felt like it was my first day pole vaulting. It was a little strange. I liked it though. I feel like I could do a million times better after I learned what worked and what didn't work, but hopefully I get a couple more opportunities because it was really fun. I had a good time doing it.
What's the difference between a frog and a horny toad? A frog says ribbit, ribbit. A horny toad says rub it.
Oh, and by the way, Jeff Coover broke the American Underground pole vault record at 550, 18-1. Last but not least, I got here at 9. It's a good day. This is the last group though, and then they're done. But I'm not gonna leave because they need some support too.
I need some real people to help me and teach me.
Dude, I'm not a real people.
Marshall Jasperson
Dude, if you're gonna blow through a bar, that's how you do it.
challenged me to a backflip contest with Paul Puches. I always say his name wrong, but that's how I'm gonna continue to say it.
We totally won. Yeah. Sorry, loser.
Here, you want to watch it?
You guys be the judge. We had to do like 30 backflips. That's like, guys, let's just do one and done. So let me know who won, me, Paul, or Marshall.
I think the first one, honestly, we didn't move at all.
Okay, you win.
I win?
I'm gonna give it to you.
No.
I think I win.
All of us won.
We all won?
We all
Yeah.
won. We all won.
Except you.
Yeah, you lose. You took the L.
Oh,
Marshall,
dude, we love you.
I just fell in love with those guys, the Motley Crew. I've never met them. They asked me to come vault down there in 2014, but I was burnt out and kind of beat up and hurt, so I never got to make it, and I wish I did because I would have loved to meet these people earlier in my life because they're phenomenal, amazing human beings, and Andrew made it very clear that he didn't care if I talked about the meet so much. He really wanted me to talk about Ritchie Athletics and how phenomenal they were about bringing their pole vault pits to the meet and allowing them to use them. That just speaks like the character that Andrew has and the rest of the Motley Crew Vault Club. Guys, also on my drive down, I finished this book. I will talk about this next week. It is really good. But let's review some videos and end this thing. Alright, the first video is from David. And when I was, what a sick jump he's got. Look how fast this kid is. He attacks the box well, which is the hardest thing to coach in this event is just aggressiveness. And he's got it, guys. Put a little bit more bottom arm into it. It's just getting smashed right in the face. He throws it back nice, but if he had just a little bit more, I told him to do about 500 walking pole plants, and I sent him my pole plant, how to plant the pole video. Can't even talk. And it was, and hopefully it helps him out. But if you can press into the wall a little bit, and you being in control versus the pole smashing you, good things are gonna happen. Great jump, dude. All right, this next video is from David. Killer jump. When he sent me the email about what he wanted, what they were trying to work on, which is they want to work on getting more in line coming off the top of the pole, drills on how to do that. Two things. when he tries to extend, have him try and extend past the back of the pole, like your feet are going back down where you came from. Try and point your toes where your starting mark was. That'll help get that inversion, your shoulders will come through, and then when the pole uncoils, good things will happen. And then he asks for drills on how to do that. And really, the best thing you can do is, in my opinion, is some underwater pole vaulting, working on this motion in slow-mo. Speed, speed's the enemy of technique. Then all of a sudden you add speed onto it, your technique's already going to be there, and good things are going to happen. There's also some other drills, some gymnastics drills that help with this exact same thing, where you can hang onto a bar, swing your feet up, and your shoulders will come down, your hips will be back, where you started, and they'll come down again. I'll put a link to a video down below so you guys can check that out too. But yeah, when he does a couple of those things, it's going to be even prettier than it already is. Good jump, man. All right, last but not least, we have Riley. Said it's his first year jumping. Again, the way he attacks the box, phenomenal. I love it. So 2 little things I just told him. His arms look good, and then it just kind of smashes. So I think if he thinks about jumping into the pole and then throwing those arms up towards that crossbar. I know these are all simple things. You guys have heard me say these a million times before, but they help. That's what all good models have in common, is they have an early plant, they attack the box, and the pole is moving to vertical. Those are always happening no matter what model you're looking at. So if you can find the similarities in all these different models, that's probably how you pole vault, right? And then throw physics in there, and if physics agrees, you're like, all right, I'm gonna coach running fast, because that seems to make sense. Great jump, man. Try those 2 things, just jump off the ground, jump into the pole. Great jump. Everybody who sent videos, killer jumps. Guys, that's the vlog. Thanks for sending videos. If you guys would like to send videos, go to team-hoot.com/gear. I will reset the free ones so you guys can enter the pool. If you do the $5 ones, you will automatically make the vlog if you're one of the top 3 people to send me a video. Guys, it's almost September. School's about to start, or it has started for everybody. So I took the 3-month Team Hoot training programs, and for this week, I'm going to make it 20% off. Next week, I'm going to make it 10% off. And the next week, I'm going to make it 5% off. Here's the reasoning, because if you guys start your training program now, September, October, November, it'll take you through those 3 months. December's hard to train because schools are closed and finals and all sorts of stuff. So it'll get you ready right for indoor season, whether you're high school, college, or whatever else. The codes are, for this week, Team Hoot Fall 15 for the 3-month general prep training cycle. I will put a link in the description below. Check it out. There are many ways to pole vault. Find what works best for you. Try some of the stuff I say. If it works, cool. If it doesn't, try something else. Try something else I say. Try something your coach says. Try something a different coach says. Try something your mom says, because she's never pole vaulted before, but she might have a different perspective than anyone else has. It might make you jump higher than anybody you've ever met. God, moms are awesome. Go bug the Motley Crue vault guys. Life's meant to be experienced, and curiosity will get you there. I will see you tomorrow or next week.
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Ready? This video, yeah?
Okay. You ended it. You just ended the vlog.